Hey guys, thank you for joining us.
Good morning, good evening.
Oh my goodness, you guys are in for a treat. We are here together with two amazing change-making soul sisters of mine, Karen Gruber of Karen Gruber Coaching, and Hannah Badi of Himalayan Entrepreneur Resources, her. Here we are joining from Nepal and the United States to have a conversation about what each of these amazing friends of ours are doing in the world, and how, even though Hannah is in Nepal and Karen is here in the United States, there are some beautiful ways that they are really involved in similar work in the world to empower women, to build women's financial security and independence. And it is tying our three organizations together because Karen is doing a matching donation to our Seeds monthly fundraising work, which is benefiting and focusing on Hannah's work in Nepal this month. So please check out in the write-up the link to that fundraiser. Know that your donation will be doubled by Karen's amazing generosity this month. And I just want to dive in and ask each of you guys just in a minute to share who you are and what you're doing in the world, and give us a little bite. So Karen, let's start with you. What are you doing, and share a little bit about your passion.
Thank you, Sarah, and
Yes.
Thank you, Hannah, for being here. I'm just so thrilled to be able to be a part of this. This is
Right.
so amazing. And what I want to share about my work is, bottom line, it's all about having women, teaching them, giving them the skills, leading them into the ability to generate their own financial success. Because in this day and age, money talks. And what I mean by that is that it allows us choices. It allows us freedom, choosing in and out of relationships, choosing in and out of businesses. I mean, choosing to give when there's an abundance that's available to us. And really, that's what it's all about.
Well, and I want to point out what you said. Karen reached out to me, I think it was in November, and said, Sarah, I have had a year, despite COVID and how it's been so hard for so many businesses, my business has just exploded, I think is the word you used.
Yeah.
And you said, I have this $5,000 that I want to give to someone somewhere. Do you have any ideas? And I was like, oh my gosh, I had so many, but immediately I thought of Hannah.
Yes, I knew you would know.
And that I knew was coming in January and February. And so that's what happened is you offered this incredible chunk of money that is going to connect with and empower the work of our sister Hannah in Nepal, which is helping women to become financially and stronger so that they don't have to sell their daughters and leave them victims of human trafficking and other really terrible abuses of human rights and of what is happening in Hannah's community. So Hannah, in a minute, can you share just a glimpse of what you are doing through Himalayan Entrepreneur Resources and what this fundraiser is going to do for the women that you love and serve in Nepal?
Sure. Thank you so much for this great opportunity to share about our work. Our company, in Sarkar, we said her company. So now we're, helping women to, learn like something new and something, that they have never been, they have never learned before, because the many women's in Nepal, like, they're they don't have many options in Nepal. So, and they are stuck at home. And if we saw, like, by the community also, the many women's, who are single mothers and like who been like in a brothel before, and like now they're they don't have any another option So that's why they are like, they're stuck in a one place, and they are suffering from so many things. So because of that, our company decided to help those kind of women's, that they can, live freely, and they can work first thing, and also, and they can feed themselves and their children. So they don't have to sell themselves, and they don't have to sell their daughters into brothel. They don't have to sell their boys, the little boys for slavery in India. So that if mother is educated at home, and I believe that a whole family can be educated. So because of that, we're helping like financially, that we were like teaching them like vocational training also. And like this vocational training is especially for young girls, because young girls, like they're they are at risk, more than like women's, because of they don't have any other options, and they're in villages and free. So, and that time, when they are young and teenager, like that pimps can attack them so easily. Because they always give them hope for, they're going to give them work, and that's why they're so easy to go to India. So because of that, we want them to give some like vocational training, that they can learn, and they can stand by their own food, and they can live their life freely, and they don't have to sell themselves. And we also now we started giving them like a health and hygiene programs also. So yeah, so we have a many plans and many programs.
Yeah, and what I want to mention, because again, this is just a taste of what is cooking in this fundraising collaboration. But what I want to point out is that what this work is so holistic, that our fundraiser is focusing on this month. It is, as Hannah mentioned, it's going to bring financial security, vocational training, health and hygiene, which are all tied to some of the key causes that make for a really profound sense of struggle and pain and susceptibility to human trafficking among Hannah's people, called the Badi, Badi, in Nepal. And Hannah is leading a charge with a team of women, 9 women that all have different districts around Nepal. And so check out the link in the write-up. Please consider joining this fundraiser. Your dollars will be doubled thanks to Karen's amazing, generous donation and her work in the world, also providing profound sense of strength and power and connection to women, so that we can be strong and make a difference in the world together. Sisters, thank you so much for joining. Those that are watching, thank you for listening. We cannot do this work alone. So let's band together. If you have any questions, let me know. Share this video, check out the link and donate. Join the Seeds Giving Fund. And thank you. Karen, Hannah, I love you guys.
Thank you so much, ladies. And thank you to all of you who are viewing and watching and knowing. What struck me the most was that any of these dollars that you are willing, able, and capable of donating could be the difference between life and death for these women. And that's what really struck me. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good night, Hannah. Have a good sleep.
Yes.